Buongiorno, buon pomeriggio, and buonasera, my fantastic, lovely patrons. How are you today? I hope you're having a very fantastic day and life is good for you. So today I decided to do a different type of videos in comparison to the one that I use my cartoon self, because I was just doing some research on the internet. Well, more specifically in YouTube, because I was try to look for the next video to analyze, the next video to review, to have a commentary on. And I stumbled across one of my groups I previously debunked on this channel, and I'm talking about the P.D.U, aka the Paranormal Detection Unit.
Durante la messa a punto dello strumento, la telecamera di Alan, il nostro cameraman, registra una voce raccapricciante.
Alle vostre spalle.
If you have like memory problems, they are the ones that were visiting the Exotel Prealpi in Vigiù Varese, and it's the one where I basically spoofed the whole thing and made fun of the whole thing, because yes, it was quite, in my opinion, the whole investigation was quite fake.
Raga, ricordatevi una cosa. Il demonio parla tutte le lingue. Raga, ho trovato la cerniera aperta.
I honestly believe that they are fakers. Nothing more, nothing less. So the other day, as I said, I was watching YouTube and I stumbled across this video titled Non avremmo mai pensato di doverlo dire, which in English translates to "We never thought that we would have to say that." And I thought to myself, oh my god, finally the moment of truth.
It's about damn time.
Finally the moment that at least one of these sensationalist group wanted to come clean and say, dear viewers, we have been fooling you all this time. We are making the videos only for entertainment purposes. And I was like, wow, finally somebody was convinced that their ways were not correct ones, and they decided, yeah, let's go, let's do it, let's come clean. Boy, I was wrong.
You're delusional.
So today I wanted to watch with you this video. I want to comment on that specific video and share my thoughts. Okay, let's watch it.
Ciao raga, scusate ma sono un po' imbarazzato nel fare questo video perché non sono abituato ad esternare queste emozioni. Sapete, nel corso di questi anni abbiamo condiviso tantissimo, tante storie, tante esperienze, ma oggi non sarà un video come al solito, un video normale. Oggi sono qui perché una parte di me ha bisogno di esternare qualcosa.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Ma prima di farlo dobbiamo fare un passo indietro per farvi capire meglio dove vogliamo arrivare.
È vero, è un video che arriva dritto al cuore. Non è facile per noi essere qui davanti a questa telecamera oggi, in questa stanza che ormai vedete vuota. È arrivato il momento di raccontarvi tutto.
And I was so naive that this video will be about them being honest and clean, but let's proceed.
Quando ho aperto questo canale ero in una situazione totalmente diversa e il mio scopo era semplicemente quello di indagare, scoprire e raccontare.
Here we go.
Tell what? Exactly. Tell what? Because in your videos, you make a lot of questionable claims. You claim that in some of your instruments, some of them, one of them especially, the Raven box, something that you created yourself, is able to talk and communicate with the ghost, which is not true, because your Raven box is just basically a spirit box on steroid, just bigger. And all you do in your investigation, playing with the pareidolia effect. No, I'm sorry, you didn't investigate, you didn't research, you were just, telling a story based on your assumptions, Well, more than your assumption, you were trying to convey a different message, that what you do is actually real. I'm afraid it's not, Fabio.
Fabio non ve lo dirà mai apertamente, ma vi assicuro che quei momenti per lui sono stati davvero un inferno.
Sì, ci sono stati degli eventi personali che mi hanno spinto a fermarmi e purtroppo non è stata una scelta che ho preso così a cuor leggero. Diciamo che sono stato messo in una condizione in cui non avevo scelta. Così non ho smesso soltanto di fare video, di andare a fare indagini. Avevo cancellato praticamente tutto. Ogni singola traccia, ogni singolo video del vecchio P.D.U che avevo fatto con così tanto sacrificio ed edizione, non c'erano più.
For that, Fabio, I feel for you. Yes, I understand that sometimes personal issues, personal stuff going on in our life can be tough to digest. It can put you in a very bad place. I mean, when my father died, I was in a really, really bad place for several months. It was hard for me to accept his passing, but again, this kind of stuff happens, Fabio. I hope that for you, the situation, like personally wise, is way better. Still remains the fact that I will never ever apologize for giving my opinion on your claims. I hope that is very clear.
Mi ricordo quei momenti, è stato difficile, specialmente il giorno in cui sono spariti tutti i video dal canale.
He said that he canceled those videos. He said himself, I canceled those videos. And you are saying that the video disappeared? So, were they canceled? Or were just they deleted by the platform for some reason?
Essere conosciuti ha i suoi pro e ha i suoi contro. Purtroppo ti metti anche di fronte ad una cruda realtà. Le stesse persone che commentano sotto i nostri video sono le stesse che possiamo incontrare per strada, possiamo incontrare al mercato,
Of course.
addirittura le possiamo incontrare tra i colleghi di lavoro. E i pregiudizi delle volte ti mettono veramente in una condizione molto difficile. E quindi
What prejudice you're talking about here? It's not a prejudice to question you and to tell you, hey, look, Fabio, I watched your video the other day and I think that you're just involving fakery and tomfoolery. This is not a prejudice. This is an opinion of somebody who is using critical thinking. Yeah, I know the majority of this content creator who specializes in, I would say, horror content. Let's put it this way, horror content. They get defensive pretty easily and they tend, to play the victim card when somebody questions them on what they do. Fabio, I think you're doing the same here. My opinion, of course, but I think you're doing the same. And in any case, to clarify to you, Fabio, if we will ever meet face to face, I will have no problem to tell you, hey, Fabio, I think that your content is fake. And I will show you and present you all the evidence to back up my claim. Am I an hater to you? No, I'm just questioning you. And I know that the things you portray in your videos are fake. I have this strong feeling about it.
ti trovi a un certo punto a fare i conti con la realtà, non più con quella virtuale.
Io l'ho visto e ho visto come quel peso lo stava schiacciando.
Che
Anche
peso.
durante le indagini, quei pochi momenti che abbiamo di svago, questa cosa lo tormentava.
Ma non parliamo del mio lavoro, che è stata sicuramente una situazione molto difficile, che mi ha portato anche ad una
Let's not talk about your job.
Concentriamoci su quello che c'è alle mie spalle, perché sicuramente vi starete facendo una domanda. Perché ci sono degli scatoloni e la casa è così spoglia?
E sti cazzi!
Because you're moving out. It's not that difficult to understand. By the way, they made a lot of videos about this place in particular, claiming it was haunted, the presence of demons, the usual stuff. My guess is that place is not haunted, like all the other places they visited. And all their evidence, of course, they're not evidence. They're just made up.
Ve lo spiego subito. Raga, stiamo per lasciare definitivamente questa casa.
What a surprise!
Sapete meglio di chiunque altro quanto sia stato difficile vivere qui dentro. Tutti i fenomeni che accadevano.
Sì,
le cose che ci raccontavano,
immagino.
Specialmente perché tutto questo accadeva in live e tutti voi eravate
Ah, incredible.
Era
I'm just, making assumption and making just, hypothesis, but it's not that hard, to be fair, to fake this kind of stuff live. So, I doubt it. Personally, I doubted that your house was ever haunted in the first place.
Ma grazie ai nostri studi e alla nostra esperienza, ma specialmente grazie al vostro supporto, siamo...
What did you say?
Studies, experiences. It's something that I need to ask you about. That what type of studies are they? Scientific studies? Are they esoteric studies? What are they? Because there is a huge difference between reality and beliefs. Because I can believe many things, but that doesn't, and study about those things that I believe on, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there are evidence to corroborate these beliefs. So are they exoteric studies or are they scientific studies? Because I'm kind of confused here. And regarding your experience, well, that's another layer of problems I have, because in my opinion, your experience is based on clickbait. That's all I can say. Again, and I repeat, guys, this is my personal opinion. I'm in no way, shape, or form an authority in the field of paranormal. I am not, and I will never be. Nobody is. Okay? Simply because, as I say many times and multiple times, there are no evidence to support the claims that ghosts are real, that demons are. In case of the demons, I mean, we have another layer of misunderstanding that dates back to the Old Testament. So, misunderstanding in the case of demons, that's all.
E sapete che cosa ci ha aiutato anche a venire fuori da questa situazione? I nostri incensi. Sì, raga, perché inizialmente li avevamo fatti soltanto per noi, per fronteggiare questa situazione. Poi abbiamo deciso di esporci e di portarli nei nostri video durante le nostre indagini.
Of course.
E lì,
Smudge sticks.
nonostante questa volontà, siamo stati pesantemente criticati anche da chi pensavamo che fosse dalla nostra parte.
You don't say.
What do you expect, Fabio? Honestly, what do you expect? You're claiming that smudge sticks are capable to banish away spirits or cleanse areas. This is okay. I understand where this is coming from, because they are like very old beliefs that smudge sticks somehow are connected to the betterment of the environment, pushing away spirits sometimes, and at other times inviting good spirits in. I mean, this is like beliefs and superstition. My mother was one of those people who believed that smudge sticks were capable of cleanse areas, but this is really difficult. I mean, I understand that the good smell of this like dried plants burning makes you feel better, puts you at ease. Please do so. It's not a problem, but I can guarantee you there is no evidence to corroborate the fact that smudge sticks can banish evil spirits. There is no evidence, on the other hand, that evil spirits exist. Again, my opinion. So before you lash out at me, this is my opinion. I understand that there are some people out there that think differently, and I accept and I respect the fact that these people have their opinion, and I will always defend the right for everybody to have an opinion and share it, even if this opinion is contrary to mine. But as I said before, I have no problem to contest any opinions, any idea I disagree upon.
Siamo stati definiti i venditori di fumo, i truffatori o i fake.
Ma per esempio, il potere degli incensi, come quello degli incensi magici, benissimo, anche secondo me, perché gli incensi esorcisti. Allora, scusi, qui siamo, noi di combattere, siamo a livelli di Padamardi.
Okay, listen, yeah, you have been called a snake oil salesman, basically. Yes, because the similarities to that type of figure is quite
Perfect.
because what you portrayed in your videos, as I said many times even before,
It's all bollocks, isn't it?
it's easy to watch one of your videos and use the minimum amount of critical thinking to understand that some of this stuff have been made up by you. Again, I refer to the Ex-Hotel Prealpi debunk I made, so you can clearly see what I'm talking about. I mean, in that video you went so far to consider a bad omen graffiti, which are quite common in abandoned places. I mean, I don't like the work of vandals, but yeah, a graffiti saying death to the invaders, and you focused only on the death part, saying, oh, this might be a bad omen. Please, come on, Fabio, please. I understand where this accusation comes from. And by the way, for you that don't know this character, Vanna Marchi was like a TV personality, a salesman. In the 80s, she was specialized in selling these products who were capable to make you lose weight fast. Then she moved to a different field, which was of the paranormal TV mediums and stuff like that. And together with her daughter, and another character, the Dona Cimiento, a self-proclaimed medium from Brazil, they started, to sell all this kind of exoteric stuff like crystals, tarot readings for an hefty amount of money, pendants, and all sort of this fake ritual that people were supposed to do.
This is bullshit.
Paying good amount of money in order to get rid of the evil entity or the bad luck, as she put it. And Vanna Marchi was blackmailing the people in telling either you pay me 500 euros, 1000 euros, or we won't be able to get rid of your problem. I understand, Sara, that's her name, that probably the idea behind is that you're spreading lies, to be honest.
Le parole erano molto dure e quello che ci ha colpito è stato il tentativo di far passare un messaggio come se fossimo fraudolenti.
I understand your point, but again, it's not that far-fetched. You're not fraudulent unless you are like, scamming people out of their money. But as I said, the concept behind your content, okay, can give this idea that you are selling smoke, that you're snake oil salesman. In all of your videos, you only used and reused tropes that are famous and have been debunked over and over. Same tropes that have been used from TV program of the early 2000s and stuff that were used by scammers in the past. I understand you're not asking people money. That's fine, but the comparison, although is a little bit too much, is not that far-fetched.
Queste persone che continuavano a prenderci in giro, incuranti del fatto che in realtà stavamo portando un qualcosa di nuovo e che potesse magari essere in qualche modo utile anche ad altre persone.
No. No, God! No, Fabio, you're not bringing to the table nothing new. Just stick it in your head. You're not doing anything new. What you're doing in your videos is the same thing that has been done at this point, but from decades. Okay? There's nothing new. Also, the use of smudge sticks is nothing new. Nothing new. You're just copying the same method that other TV program, other content creator before you used. And you're trying to help people with that. No, you're not doing that. All you're doing is spreading lies and spreading claims that have not been confirmed by any evidence at this point. This is not helping people. This is like helping your bank account to grow, because with you portraying things the way you portray them makes people believe, because people like to be scared. That's a thing. They like to be scared. And there are some people who, unfortunately, maybe they don't know any better. It can happen, and they believe every single word you say. It's important, and I keep repeating in every single video that a disclaimer is important. Just put it there. This is just for entertainment. So people can still enjoy your content, because, you can work, I don't know, in creating better horror content and making people, sitting on the edge of their seats. And at the same time, you're not pushing out the idea that what you're doing is real.
Ecco, questa cosa ha fatto molto sorridere, perché il
ti fa sorridere,
era
sì.
semplicemente quello di affossarci.
Finito di dire cagate?
From my perspective, Fabio, I'm not trying to put you down. What I'm doing is only questioning your claims. Every time I see and watch one of your videos, I try to debunk your claims or the thing you are witnessing in your investigation.
Oggi si conclude quindi un capitolo della nostra vita, come diceva Sara,
Ok.
perché ne sta per iniziare uno nuovo. È
Which
un anno,
one?
raga, che ci stiamo lavorando a questo
Ok.
progetto. E oggi, finalmente, con grande orgoglio, vi posso dare questa notizia. Nasce ufficialmente Olivander Shop, il nostro negozio esoterico.
There it is. That was the reason why they made up this long video, you know, trying to pass at some point, my opinion, of course, as victims. Oh, people called us snake oil salesmen. And oh no, I either canceled or lost my previous content and yada yada yada, only to tell everybody, hey guys, we open up an exoteric shop. Listen, exoteric shops are legal everywhere, unfortunately, given the fact that they put on their website clear disclaimer that the stuff you're about to use doesn't substitute by any means any possible professional help you can get for your problem. Okay, they're not supposed to heal you from sickness. But let's have a look at this shop. Ollivander shop, really Harry Potter, I would say. I mean, as I can see, they have the usual stuff you can find in an esoteric shop, like spray that claims to do something that they're not supposed to do. We will watch it in a minute. Candles for rituals, matchsticks, of course. And if I click here, oh yes, los matchsticks. So you don't want to even use the Italian word for that. In an Italian context, use matchstick. Why? Because you wanted to be associated, I think, to phasmophobia, because the Italian translation, okay, of phasmophobia, I mean in the sense of dialogues, in the sense of objects you use in that game, is not out yet. Maybe they will be out in the future. So I think this was like a marketing move to call it matchstick, so people can associate this to phasmophobia and the use you can do in phasmophobia. That's my assumption, of course. But in any case, aura spray of purification. Sounds like one of those Japanese cartoon moves. Aura spray of purifications. It's just like a bottle of something, probably a concoction of some sort of pleasantly smelling fragrance with what I believe are crystals, some sort of crystals inside. I don't know, to be honest. Maybe in the description here is written. The aura spray is the perfect companion, the ideal companion, for those who desire or who wants to purify and energize the thin energies.
What the hell is that?
I personally don't know anything about this stuff, what are the thin energies, but probably, you know, it's connected to some sort of mumbo jumbo that I don't understand, and many people believes in it. Okay, fine. And it's supposed to create an harmonious and protected space. These are like the composition. Okay. So basically it's an alchemical mix. Basically they are inside pure biological essential oil, and they're certified by who? We don't know. Eucalypto, citronella and palo santo. And the formula is enriched by crystal of hematite and rocca crystal. Makes a lot of claim of doing stuff, you know, to purify and protect the environment. In reality, my opinion, it does nothing. If you spray this around your house will smell better. And the price is 27 euros. You go to any grocery or any other shop and buy like a big bottle of ambient spray for probably 10 euros and you will have a better result. So our aura spray They are tools used traditionally for spiritual practices and symbolic practices. Okay. Whose effect depends entirely by the personal connection and the intention of the person using it. There is a lot to unpack here, guys. To be honest, what does it mean? It means that if I have like good intentions, the spray understands it and it will act accordingly. But if I have evil intentions, it will act differently. What does it mean? I mean, it's so confusing. Okay, but at least in the second part, they say something that I was hoping to see. Even though there are no scientific evidence, and believe me, there are none, that demonstrate this kind of product works, and there, again, no evidence. They do not substitute, by any means, medical treatment, psychological or professional. This is like a sort of way to, to cover their backs in case somebody tried to sue them, because they found out that their products do nothing that they advertise for. But again, at least they are putting this disclaimer. This is quite important. So apparently you can apply this all around your head on your clothes. Okay, fine. So sorry, this is not an ambient spray, this is deodorant. Again, you find cheaper deodorant if you want, to smell better. But what else do we have here? We have, of course, our smudge sticks. We have our candles for ritual. We have our tools for divinization, like tarot cards, pendants, crystal balls, and other accessories. Let me see crystal balls. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Already 2 items that are sold out. I think, to be... Guys, see this. They are basically the same thing. I think that they differ from by the size. This is like slightly smaller than this one, and this one is the biggest. And of course, this one is out of stock. This one is out of stock, and the priciest one is like in stock. That's kind of fun for me. 134 euros. Yes. 10 centimeters, 12 centimeters, 15 centimeters. My guess, and please take this words with a grain of salt because this is just my opinion after all. I think that these two were never meant to be available in the first place. So if you want to buy a crystal ball that will do nothing, you have to buy the most expensive one. The crystal ball is ideal for those who want to explore the world of intuition and insight. Intuition. Do I need a crystal ball? No, fuck not. I don't need a crystal ball. Anyway, let's watch some other stuff. Then we have, okay, crystal, all sorts of bracelets and jewelry, books, sortilegium, purification, demonology. The Grimoire of the Stones. And look what we have here, the Red Book Ritual, guys. The book with random words that I have debunked so many times in this channel that I lost count. Guys, this is the shop. That's what I wanted to share with you. I said already too much. Well, people, we had like a very interesting topic today to discuss, and my message behind is quite simple.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Come on, you guys know I was just kidding.
This sometimes, most of the times, many of these sensationalist channels tries, to create a clickbaity title, such as this one, creating the illusion maybe that they will say something like extremely important, and at the end of the day, what they're trying to do is to advertise their shop, their merchandise, which, okay, it's I have nothing against it, absolutely, but I mean, I already discussed enough during this video about what I think of the P.D.U. and their practices. To me, there is no other way to define them as fake, and they're quite easy to debunk. But if you want to learn more, I will prepare some other debunking video on the P.D.U. in the future if I see the necessity of it. It depends on what claims they're making, because like most of the sensationalist channel, they follow the same pattern as everybody else. But as I always say, and this is a message to Fabio and all the others, content creator who specializes in this type of paranormal investigations, if you have any evidence of the paranormal, if you have any evidence that you're able to see things and talk to things that are not there, please, before putting it on the platform on YouTube, contact the CHICAP, contact the Skeptical Committee for the Control of Pseudoscientific Claims. That's all. Until then, I will look at your content and try my best to find a reasonable explanation of what you portray in those videos. In any case, guys, thank you very much for staying with me once again. I'm sorry that I could not offer you like a meal today, but it was a kind of an improvised thing that I saw this video and said, okay, I need to make a video out of it. Anyway, stay safe, stay strong, and I see you all the next time, guys. Ciao!